Hello everybody, this is Pam Blair with Yoga Bug Real Estate, and I am on week 13 of bringing my Portland Metro real estate market update to you during the COVID-19 pandemic. I had a couple of themes that came up for me this week that I wanted to share with you, and a few thoughts before sharing the weekly stats. And one of the themes for me this week, and maybe you can relate to this, was this sense of kind of really deep internal restlessness. My digestion was off. I just didn't quite feel right, and I felt a lot of energy. Some of it uncomfortable, maybe even a lot of it uncomfortable, both within me and without. And so I think that is kind of indicative of what's happening in the real estate market as well. And so I just wanted to share that with you. I know that for myself, on Saturday night, after a week of attending a week-long real estate conference, of having a lot of business happening, of having the protests end up right outside of my house and helicopters circling my house, I had kind of reached my maximum of my nervous system being able to respond and deal with the stimulation around me. And I found myself in my basement with some of those, basically the headphones or the headgear that I use when I carve stone to protect my ears on. And I just spent some time down there, and I paused. And so came away with that with a little more clarity, and seeing that there has been a dam building up in many ways. A dam regarding racial inequality in our country, and during COVID, a dam regarding real estate. And I'd like to speak to that a little bit. So one of the speakers that I really always look forward to hearing at Inman Connect, which is this big real estate conference I attended, is Mike Del Prete. The guy is brilliant. You know, I don't know if he's a millennial or not, but he's young and he is brilliant. And he was talking about how, although week over week stats, which I'll share with you, are very promising right now in many areas of the country, but he said be very careful and make sure you look at year over year stats, which we'll talk about. And he said the reason being is that when COVID started, basically a dam was built in the world of real estate, that a river was flowing, all was flowing, and then all of a sudden a dam was built. And what we're seeing now with the increases in numbers and increase in activity over each week, which is positive, is that the dam has broken and now the river is flowing again. And so this is basically pent up demand, and it's not necessarily indicative of what we're going to be doing moving forward. So week over week stats in Portland, this focuses on just the core of inner Portland, and these stats are very promising. As Mike Del Prete pointed out, we had 353 new active listings come on the market. That is an increase of 10.8% from last week. We had 358 homes go pending in the past week. That is a 13.4% increase from the prior week. Those increases are higher than any of the week over week increases that I've been sharing with you. And so if we listen to Mr. Del Prete, what he's basically saying is the river is flowing again. But the question is, what does that mean in the future? Good question, right? So that's why I'm here for you week over week. And I want to let you know we're here to support you. We hope that you find this information helpful. And we should be getting month over month stats really soon, so stay tuned for that. And that will help me to compare year over year stats. Last month we were down about 32%. We'll see how Portland fares when the the May stats come out. I hope you have a beautiful week. Stay safe. If you need anything at all, reach out to us, yogabugrealestate.com.